whole family, they all had it too.
All right. Streaming software has strung itself over here, and we got Bill H and Nick Griffith in the house. What's up, Sean? Y'all got some snow? No, we do not. Thank you very much. We did get a little bit of flurries, but not horrible. I mean, it was just 75 degrees, and this morning it was 21 degrees. But I'm sure that there's some of you out there that are like, 21 is nothing. You should see what we have. Welcome to the show. Welcome to season 3, episode 103, PPG Grandpa's Paramotor podcast, ClearPropTV, and Paratalk.org. And we really branched out. I mean, it's really awesome. Matter of fact, we have Eric Lear from ppglear.com that has his own show and kind of talks about paramotors and stuff like that, along with PPG Shane. Eric, welcome to the show. Welcome to season 3. And what's up with your show and Shane's show? Tell us a little bit about that in case people have not heard about your show yet.
Well, this coming up show is going to be how to rebuild the top end on a Moster 185. When we were down in Florida, we helped Shane tear it apart, and then I left. It was because we couldn't get parts. So we're going to actually put it back together tomorrow, but it's a lot more than just, you know, throwing new seals in there, putting a new piston in there. It's understanding why we do the things that we do. So tomorrow's show is going to be about that, and you can see that on ppgshane.com.
Awesome. That sounds like a show that we just cannot miss tomorrow at ppgshane.com. Well, welcome to the show, Eric, and we also got Brian. Hey, Bill Waller, welcome to season 3, brother.
Yeah, man. Is it season 3 already? Wow.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, good to be here as usual, man. Send some of that warm weather my way. I hear y'all talk about flying, but it snowed in Alabama. That's when it's cold.
Yeah, it's definitely way too cold for me too. Woke up at 21 degrees this morning. It's just crazy. Well, welcome to the show, Brian. Don't you have where are your shenanigans at?
Yeah, so you can check out my shenanigans at ppgbrian.com. You type my name into YouTube, take you straight there as well. And appreciate that website there, PPG Grandpa.
Well, that's your website. It's just a little forward. That's no big deal. Hey, so thank you so much. And thank you for being with me on the show for such a long time. I mean, appreciate it, bud.
Yeah, man. It's good to be here.
We also got somebody throwing some hearts out there. ParamotorUSA.com, our very own Linda Anderson with her pom-poms. Yes?
Yes. Always bring my pom-poms. Happy New Year's, everybody, and everybody in the chat. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. We love you bunches, and we couldn't do it without you. And I'm just happy to be here. And that's about it. Like I said, Mondays, that's my night, man. I got to hang with my peeps here, and thank you so much.
Absolutely. I'm glad that you could make it to season 3 with us, which is really awesome. In case you don't realize, I've been in my jammies all day long. I was waiting for my 3D printer to get here. Apparently Santa was slow, but we're printing some stuff in the background. If you can hear it, sorry. We also got Will Fly, willflyppg.com in the house. What's up, brother?
Hey guys, good to be here. I got the cooties, so I don't know how much participating I'll do tonight, but I can't think of a better place to hang out on Monday night. It's not like I'm doing anything, right?
That's awful. So you're stuck at the house?
It was either go to the hospital for the cure or hang out with you guys, and yeah, this was more important. So here I am.
Aww. I mean, whatever. Well, I'm glad that you're here, buddy, and hope you feel better soon. We also got JP Tulo.
What's up, guys? Happy to be here. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, TikTok Tulo, the only guy I know that has 2.2 million views on his TikTok. How's that been going for you?
Going good. Just haven't been putting out as much as usual, but it's just there for fun. You know how it is. So,
Well, how do we get to your shenanigan?
oh, right. Yeah. jptulo.com. JPTULO. I have TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and the Facebook. Some variation of JP2Lo. Well, if you the jptulo.com, you can get to any of them from there. So
Awesome. Well, glad that you made it here to PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, ClearPropTV.com, paratalk.org, our third season of Talking Paramotors. Tonight, we do not have a guest. We're just going to be chatting about paramotors, different things that we can do with paramotors, and possibly 3D printers. Yeah, we're going to be talking about 3D printers. Why not, right? Who has a 3D printer? I do. Eric does. Anybody else on the panel? Nobody else on the panel. Who in the chat has a 3D printer? And if you do, have you printed anything? Well,
Wait, I got one better. Who has built a 3D printer?
What? I don't even think that's possible. I think machines do it, very qualified people, engineers that, very what Brian's raising his hand? What's up, Brian?
Yeah, I built one as my senior design project at Auburn. And
It was actually sponsored by NASA. It was pretty cool.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that you built your own 3D printer?
Yeah. But we called it a stereolithography machine implemented with vacuum sandcasting. The idea was they wanted to be able to make parts in space in a low G environment. And this was back in 2003. And it was a really cool project. Got me my job.
Okay. Let me think back. When was the first time that I heard of 3D printers? I don't think it was way back in 2003. Is this before the main stream of 3D printers?
So my senior design project, they split us up into teams. And one team came up with the idea to buy a $30,000 3D printer and modify it to make vacuum sandcast molds. And ours was to build it from scratch. And our team went out because we did it for a third of the price. Back then, the 3D printers were around, but they were very new, and they were the size of an office copying machine. They take up part of a room for sure. So I wish I remembered a model of that bad boy, but it was pretty cool.
Did I hear that you also have a video of this machine that you put together by any chance?
Well, if you're gonna put me on the spot, I guess I'm gonna have to show it. Huh?
Yeah. I mean, you're building 3D printers before anybody even knows about 3D printing. Is my internet okay, or am I cutting out?
It's good on my end.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna turn the audio off on this bad boy.
All right.
And I don't know. A lot of people are 3D printing parts now for paramotors. But my senior design project, basically, we built this from scratch. What you're looking at here is a roller that's rolling a layer of sand from one bin, the build bin or the supply bin, to the build bin. And what we actually did, that's me back in 2004. We modified a cheap Lexmark printer to normally the roller is fed through the printer. We modified it where the roller actually moves the printer itself on this carriage that we built using some 80/20 framing and whatnot. So basically what we're doing is we're printing a two-dimensional image on a layer of sand using ink in this particular case. And then we'll roll a layer of sand on top of it.
is that real time?
Yeah. So this is what's called stereolithography, the method of building a three-dimensional image or object by printing two-dimensional images and stacking them. So the roller is going to roll probably about a 1 millimeter layer of sand, less than a millimeter on top. And then the printer comes back and does this over and over. So the idea was the next senior design team was going to start playing around with different plasters, glues, UV lights and stuff to actually make better molds. We're just creating the machine capable of doing the process. I put a PLC on this thing, programmed it, did all the wiring. It was it was some of the most fun I ever had in school. Working in a machine shop, building this thing, man, I would love to do this for a living.
That's
That
pretty
is
crazy.
really cool.
What's the purpose of the layer of sand in between? I would think you would want it to be right on top of each other if you want it to be, a fused together solid piece.
Yeah, ideally we'd be putting enough of the ink on there to penetrate through that layer. So it's a super
Okay.
thin layer you can see that's going on there.
Right. Interesting.
So we were basically just to build the machine itself. And I don't know that any material engineers ever took this project up, but it was sponsored by NASA, and we had an unlimited budget, what they told us. It actually uses a vacuum cleaner on the bottom of these build bins to draw a vacuum in the bins. And so the idea was that it would operate in a low gravity environment. So this is an old cell phone video. There's the vacuum cleaner. There's a couple of motors there attached to linear drives that move the square pistons up and down in the supply and build side. And it's all basically controlled by timing in a PLC with limit switches.
And
What
this
are you
was
building
at
there?
Alabama, right?
What's that?
You went to Alabama, right?
Well, we have an engineering school there called Auburn.
Auburn.
Yeah.
My mistake. It's like the same thing, right?
No. Did you watch the Iron Bowl 4 overtimes?
Yeah.
We almost stopped them, but we didn't quite do it. Oh well.
I'm just teasing you, Brian.
Not kidding, man. That's all good. But 3D printers have come a long ways. Back then, you had to take out a car loan to buy one, and now you can buy one from Amazon probably and set it up on your laptop and do pretty cool things pretty quick. And I know Eric and Sean both have one. I think Sean's got one running in the background right now, right?
Yeah, I actually did. I just got this in today. It's the SnapMaker 3-in-1, so it does 3D printing, CNC, and laser engraving. So this is going to be really, really fun. All the cool things that we get to do over here. We also got a welder, and we're going to be trying to make some paramotors, which is going to be fun too in the future. Well, anything cool or new with anybody on the panel that they want to talk about? I guess we can look in the chat, say hi to everybody. So Matt Sloper, Bill H., Nick Griffith, Will Fly, Brian Waller, Susan Ray, Aaron I, the PPG guy, Matt Sloper, John Wayne. What's up, John Wayne? Lots of people chatting in the
Nick Griffith,
chat. Plainfield PPG.
Plainfield. Greg Laney.
Greg Laney, yes, normally watches the show in replay, but you're here in live. Welcome, buddy. Glad that you made it here.
Dan Hahn.
Dan Hahn.
Cool.
Well, hopefully everybody in the chat's healthy. There's
Yeah.
seems to be a lot of that crud going around right
A
now.
lot of it. Somebody said today that 1 in 3 people in an Ohio hospital has COVID right now. They're there for COVID. So
Yeah. Not
not
much
reliable the
better.
numbers are. But
Unfortunately, we all got it when we were down in Florida. And Tuesday night doing the show, I just kind of got through it and then closed the computer at the end of the show and went to bed. And then Wednesday night was absolutely terrible. I mean, I just was not feeling good. And when, helping out on Jade's show, and when she got done with her show, I know she stayed and did a after show, and I shut the computer and went to bed. I was just, and at that point, I had like flu-like symptoms, bad, fever. I could feel something. And so I guess I gave everybody in Florida this, and now I'm not allowed back. But
So you were sick while you were in Florida? Did I get that right?
oh yeah, last week.
Man, I didn't realize that. Sorry.
No, nothing to be sorry about. It was just, it is what it is. I mean, nothing we can do about it. Jade and I are fairly safe. So it just happened, and hopefully we're on the upside of this. But try to make the best of it. Savannah and I weren't affected too bad. Jade was hating life the past few days. So
We
yeah.
got the puppy dogs back.
We got the puppy dogs back.
That
Yeah,
was a happy thing.
it was. So
Yeah.
Jade got her puppy dogs back, which
Yes,
is,
I was happy to hear that too.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
So how much snow did you have to come home to, Eric?
Well, we actually got a little bit of snow when we were gone, but then I guess it rained and it packed a lot of it down, and we had a little thin layer of ice, but not really much, like 4 inches in the driveway all week long. And that included after everything got packed down from the rain. So it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, same here.
was
Like
just-
28 degrees today.
Yeah, it's just been real cold. I mean, like last night it was -9. Yesterday, of course, what is the best cure for COVID? Well, that is to go flying in 13-degree weather.
Yeah,
So that's what I
Oh.
did yesterday.
I saw that.
But yeah, so I did, and it was fun.
13 degrees. What's the coldest you've been in?
9 degrees.
Oh, so this was a heat wave for you.
It was all right. Wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but how long did you stay up though?
Exactly, approximately 5 minutes. I took off. I did one loop just to get back into my pattern to land.
Yeah.
Eric, we
You're
may
like
have to do a peer review on this study of yours, man, to see if it checks out about the cure for COVID is to fly.
I think it's a definite. It's plausible that it works. I mean, look at this.
It freezes the virus out. Maybe that's just what you got to do. And it's the
There you
elevation.
go. Heard it right here. Monday night.
Elevation. There you go. Cold and elevation kills the COVID.
Oh, goodness
Well,
gracious.
JP, what was that number you said that how many have it?
1 in 3 is what she just told me. 1 in 3 people that are in the hospital are in the hospital for COVID symptoms.
Okay, because there's 6 of us on the panel here, and 2
I
of
was-
us have
I
it.
was-
That would be 2. What now? 1, 2. I have to do the math there.
Oh yeah, there'd have to be 2 people in this panel for that to be right. Is that right?
Well, that's why I prefaced it with in an Ohio hospital.
It ain't just Ohio though.
Yeah, but
No.
babe, what was that stat you just told me?
So did you, Will and Eric, did y'all actually take a test and test for it, or you just feel sick and figure you got it?
Yes and no for me, because a relative got it. This very
Gotcha.
same time, we had the exact same symptoms. And so she went to get tested today and she came back positive. So I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
makes
100% sure it's
Yeah,
what it
that's
is.
similar to me. As I went and I got the Walmart self test, and Savannah and Jade took the test, and instantly it turned the little line negative. So, or the negative line means you have it.
So 2 out of
So-
the 6 of us have it right now?
Yeah, so that's 1/3. 1 in
Yeah,
3,
that is
right?
1/3. Okay, so those numbers were.
That-
I thought you were giving me crap.
Well,
No.
I mean, if you'll take it, I'm sending
yeah.
it. But
That's how I took it. Huh?
Yeah.
It worked out well for you.
oh, man.
Hey,
go ahead.
who was it? John Wayne, I think, says he has a metal 3D printer, aluminum 3D printer. I caught that earlier. Anyways, COVID. What?
John said he had it too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It will soon, man.
John Wayne has COVID. Is that what you said?
Well, he said he has it, so I think that's what he means.
Oh,
No, he had a 3D printer. I thought is what he was saying, an aluminum printer.
Earlier on.
Oh,
Meaning he can actually print with melted aluminum,
I don't know.
is it
or
melted
it's actually
or is it
aluminum frame.
CNC aluminum? Could be CNC aluminum.
Some melting point of aluminum. Mark McElroy would know this. It's somewhere around 600 or
No, he's-
700
So
degrees.
he said my son has one that does aluminum, is what he said.
Wait,
So,
is Mark in the chat right now? Mr. Mark McElroy, is he in the chat?
I don't see
He
it.
said hi earlier, but he
Oh,
didn't
okay.
respond. I asked him how he's feeling because I know he was sick.
Oh, okay.
He's
I
doing
was
better.
gonna
He's back
say-
at work.
I'm gonna tell him, get
Good.
your butt on the Zoom, man. Get in the Zoom meeting with us. We miss you, Mark, if you're listening. Feel better.
Definitely feel
Yeah,
better.
so,
Slow
so
days.
John Wayne confirmed it. Sorry, go ahead, Sean.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just said slow days jumped on.
Sweet.
melted aluminum, he said.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
That's gotta get hot. What is aluminum? Hey Siri,
1200 degrees.
are you sure?
No,
little
man, I
more
thought it
than
was
that.
less than. No, I
Yeah, probably.
want to say it was like 600 or 700 degrees Fahrenheit.
Alexa,
I'm
temperature
gonna
does
way off.
aluminum melt
point
at?
of aluminum.
The melting point of aluminum is 1,220 degrees Fahrenheit.
1,200.
Wow, I lost some credit points there, man. Dang, I should have known that one.
Full disclosure, I asked her before I told you guys that.
Yeah.
JP, do you sleep with that on? Your Siri?
Sometimes.
You do? Oh my God,
Yeah.
that makes me nuts. What if you, okay, so you have that on there and you're sleeping, you talk in your sleep. How does that work?
Well, she's gonna answer me in my sleep then.
I'm gonna say, aren't you supposed to be sleeping?
No, it's kind of cool though, because it'll track your sleep. You know how many times you toss and turn, and what quality
Oh,
of sleep you're getting. If
Uh-uh.
you're,
Is that Apple Watch?
it is.
And have you put that altimeter plus on there?
Oh, it's got a stock altimeter on it. It's pretty nice. Right on the complications on the
Wow.
front there. It's got a stock.
Did you get that for Christmas?
No, I've had every Apple Watch since the first Apple Watch
Got it.
because Apple's awesome.
Fancy, fancy, fancy.
I agree that Apple's nice and good. Got the I got the Apple Watch 3, but I broke the crystal. Can't use it anymore. And I use that because you can use your Skyfly High
Uh-huh.
and altimeter with it.
I think starting in series 5 or 6 is when they have the factory altimeter. Before that, it uses some algorithm to kind of calculate. The newer ones have an actual, I don't know, barometer or something in them, but or maybe it has
So can
something
you
to do with
talk
the
to it and
GPS.
like order off Amazon from it?
Dude, it's amazing what you can do on this thing. I'm sure you could do that. I wouldn't trust it to do that because I don't know. I don't. If you
fly
had
with
something
on?
that, if
Well, you said
had
you sleep with
something-
it. You never know when you're gonna wake up. Some mysterious order from Amazon is gonna show up at your door. or
You know what
something.
they call that amnesia when you get it. Amazonnesia.
Nice.
Oh,
Hey,
boy.
somebody's got to tell the stupid joke since Shane isn't here.
Did you just make that up?
No.
Nice.
I know a lot of people that have it. Mostly it's like ring at the doorbell. It's like, what is that? Amazon. Oh, that's right. I did order that, didn't I?
Do you ever
Yeah.
get a package and have no idea what's inside of it because you
Yes,
can't? Yeah,
all the time.
especially because the package will be like ginormous and the thing inside it will be like this big.
I know. It's like, what is this? I don't remember ordering this. Oh, it's for my neighbor. Oh, well.
Oh, I know. That's like me over Christmas. Friends kept sending me stuff, and I get the, you get the box with the back, and you're like, what? Because you can't really tell who sent it or whatever. And I'm like, did I order something? And then I get on the computer, look at my Amazon orders and say, I don't think I ordered that, but okay, and then you open it up, and then you're like, oh, okay. So, yeah.
Mark
I asked
McElroy confirms that it's a Series 5 and newer that has the built-in altimeter. But you can get altimeter apps too if it's the older ones. They just aren't as accurate.
Yeah, I got one for the Series 3. I would love to get the Series 7. That's the newest one, right? 7?
Yeah.
What's the newest
All that-
iPhone out?
No,
Since you're talking about Apple.
13.
Wow.
Yep, 14 coming out soon, and Series 8 will be out soon. It's like as soon as one comes out, another one. They come out literally every year. So
I know. I'm still
It's,
sporting the iPhone 6, man. It's starting to give me
good
trouble.
for you. Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
That's-
time. It's time.
Yeah, I would wait till 14. It's going to be a big jump, and if you can wait for the 14, it should last you as long as that 6 did. So
Well, they're saying that beyond the 14, they're not going to make the iPhones anymore. They're just going to add those Apple glasses.
We're not there yet.
Apple Glass or something.
We're not there yet. That's wishful
Yeah.
thinking.
I think that's wishful thinking too. But of course, the iPhone-
Someday, I'm
Wishful
sure
thinking.
this magical phone in your pocket was wishful thinking at one time. But
That's a good point, JP. That's
who'd have
awesome,
thought
man.
we would have been here? We're carrying around beepers, 20 years ago, pagers, and that was cutting edge.
Yeah,
have
I
thought
remember.
that-
Yep, the good old days.
Who'd have thought we'd be able to watch,
So
any
did
movie
you
at any time in our
did you
pocket?
go out and buy the iPhone 2G, the original iPhone 2G on AT&T for $700?
No,
That
it
was
wasn't that much.
2007.
I
It
got
was.
the first one in 2007. Yeah,
Well, if you bought it
I,
the first month, if you bought it the first
Opening-
month, it cost.
I was there on opening day, Brian. I still
Yeah.
have my
Look-
receipt and everything.
Look at
It was
this,
still-
guys. Look at this. I got the 3.
Oh, you got all the old ones?
Yep, I got all the old ones still. And what's funny is I can plug them in and they work and the batteries are still great back from 2006, 2007.
Nice. The 3 was the one that you couldn't put your hand around and hold it because it interfered with the antennas. Fun
Yeah.
story.
Hold it right.
Yeah, they came a long ways, man.
Yeah, and then
I
they
can't speak
blamed
for
the
the-
customers. They said, "Well, you're not holding it right," instead of fixing it.
Y'all
Actually,
gonna
they
hate
sent.
to hear this, man, but I carried an iPhone 6 and a Samsung S7 side by side for
What?
4 years, and if I had to pick one of the phones, I would definitely go with the Samsung, man, over the iPhone 6. The removable micro SD card, man, is more compatible with everything.
Wait.
I still don't have my mind made up which I'm gonna go buy when I get a replacement. But what's that, Will?
Over the iPhone 6.
Well, the Samsung S7 is pretty old too. They came out about the same time.
Yeah.
They were both the new phones on the market back then.
Have you used AirDrop at all, Brian? Because that's like even better than having a removable memory card because you don't have to take anything out. You just zap files in full resolution from this phone. I can transfer it to my computer, to my watch, to my iPad. There's no cards to put anywhere. It's just like,
Yep.
and it's not like you're text messaging and you get a quality drop. It's 100%.
And honestly,
it's fast too. It's really fast. It's like,
that's the only reason why I have iPhone still, because of that AirDrop.
it's a very nice feature. Very nice feature.
Where it's
I
really
love it.
handy is to, when you're sending something to someone else, sending a video to a friend.
Yeah. Well, no, it's
If you're
nice.
at a fly-in, you can share files. back and
Absolutely. It's
forth.
nice. I'll be at the field and there'll be people watching and they'll take a video of me taking off or landing or something. I'll come down and that's my first question. Are you Apple or are you, because if they're Apple, they can just shoot me the file just like that, 5 seconds and they just airdrop it to me and I get, if you were to text message it, it would be like this big and all grainy and stuff. But yeah, AirDrop. That's my advertisement. Apple, you can contact me at jptula.com for royalties. The new
You
iPhone
fit in
14.
good with the aviator crew down there. You're required to be an Apple person to
That's how it should be. It should be all or nothing.
and when they did the debriefing in the class every day, I was the guy in class that had everything filled on the Samsung. Like, has everybody showed their Apple stuff? Because I got to do something else for the Samsung guy, and so yeah, I was that guy in class. But
Yeah.
my buddy, when I retired, gave me a Samsung S7 and paid the bill on it for several years, just so I would take videos and put them on YouTube. So that's why I used a Samsung. And
Yeah, that's cool.
it was unlimited data with T-Mobile, and it was a pretty rocking system, man, for sure.
That's
But
awesome.
yep,
The other aviator thing is you have to have a Ram. What is it? The minivan Dodge
oh, the
Ram
Bromaster, not the ProMaster,
yeah,
but the Bromaster.
ProMaster.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
unless you're high end, then you go with the Sprinter, I guess. If you're a family
Ah.
person, you go with the Sprinter because you got more space, right?
Is that the Mercedes or is that still Dodge?
I think that's Mercedes.
Yeah, that's Mercedes. And what is that? Kenworth?
Ah, wow.
Yes.
That is a big deal.
I went the Winnebago route, man. I pull mine around with a truck, so yeah, a little bit more space. I got a bathroom. They don't have bathrooms. I like having a bathroom.
Absolutely. What kind of truck do you drive, Brian?
GMC Sierra.
What
I
kind
need
of
a
engine?
new one. Oh man, it's like the 5.3 V8 in it. It's terrible.
Okay, here, new debate. I promised Danny I would do some research. If you're hauling gas or diesel, gas or diesel.
Diesel.
Eric, yeah, I know Eric's got an opinion here. It's
Diesel.
more efficient, right?
Diesel, hands down.
It's
Yeah,
just more
diesel.
efficient.
Yeah.
Diesel.
Interesting. But it is more difficult and more it costs more for maintenance and repairs by far, right?
Well, I got a question. What is she voting for? Because that's what I'm voting for, because she makes pies. You don't.
Oh, I'm gonna tell her you said that. No, I think she's on. She wants whatever's better. She's not partial to either one. I don't know. Diesel kind of has that reputation of being, loud and dirty, and sounds like a tractor. I've never owned a diesel, automobile before, but I think that's just a stigma that's not really accurate. I know.
Well,
It
the
does.
old diesels were noisy, and the old
Uh-huh.
diesels were leaky. The old diesels were stinky.
So are old gas engines. Yeah.
That is correct. But
Yeah.
I mean, the new diesel like mine, you go down the road, you don't even know it's a diesel.
Can you
Mhm.
roll coal if you want to?
No. Because I'm not playing with mine. I'm not putting on deletes, and I'm not adjusting my injector timing. I'm keeping that as efficient and reliable as possible,
Absolutely.
because I have to drive to fly-ins, and I live on a different continent, so it takes me a while to get there, and I don't want to break down.
Absolutely. I think that's a
Stuck in the
smart
mud is a
move.
different story, but I don't want to break down. Yeah, so the whole efficiency thing, I don't know, man. I tell you what, 8 miles to the gallon is about, yeah, sorry, it's the truth.
With a trailer or without?
I haven't really driven that thing without the trailer, but
Okay.
even my old diesel, this is my third, and even my old diesel with the fifth wheel, fifth wheel was 2 years ago. That was 8 miles to the gallon, and that was a 2015 diesel. And then the diesel I had before that, it was just the same thing. 8 miles to the gallon is a happy number. If you can swallow that, then you're good.
That's about what I get with mine too, averaging. I get about 8.7, 8.8 average across the country. My truck does fine pulling my camper, 7,000 pounds, if I'm not, doing a lot of mountains and stuff. The small hills do fine. The up and downs, it's the long uphill climbs that give me, like the 3 or 4 mile uphill grades that I'll end up in, second gear, doing 25, 30 miles an hour, 4 low, trying to get up, keep things from trying to overheat. Like across the Continental Divide in Colorado, which I've done quite a few times, in Vail, North of Colorado. It's over 11,000 feet. Man, I've been at 4 low doing 30 miles an hour. Windows rolled down, heater blasting. The snow is piled up on the side of the interstate, so it's cold out too. And my engine's almost overheat. So it's, if you're going to do a lot of pulling like that across mountains and stuff, hands down, man, you need that diesel. You're going to kill that gas engine eventually.
Are you in the market for a diesel? I might be in the market of selling one with a trailer.
We'll
I might be in the market for the truck.
We'll talk.
No doubt.
Good stuff.
It's a good time of year to sell a used vehicle. I know that.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
We're
it
just-
is.
We're just looking to, I'll be honest.
Especially trucks. I think trucks.
Go ahead, JP.
What are you looking for, Eric?
If we do sell the truck and trailer, we're going to go to a van that just like that we took over to Washington State from my parents, which is the conversion Sprinter. Something similar to that. And then we have an enclosed trailer because that was a diesel and it would pull the trailer. We could just pull the trailer around. Pulling the fifth wheel and with the truck, you're constantly, I mean, I'm the same height as a semi. You're constantly looking at bridges, wondering if you're leaving your air conditioner behind. So that's a very nerve-wracking thing. So that's the route we're kind of going towards. But if I don't sell it or get rid of it or unload it, then we'll just continue driving it. Doesn't matter to me.
How tall is yours? You say you're always keeping an eye on that. How tall is your unit, Eric?
Oh, we're just a little over 13 feet.
Yeah. That's enough to make you worry all the time. I'm 10 and a half feet, and I very rarely have had a height clearance issue. But yeah, the fifth wheels are a little higher. I knew that.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
where's Sean and Will going to sleep at all these fly-ins, man?
Well, we're going to have to unload the paramotors and put in a inflatable mattress in the back of the paratrailer.
And bring some tents for them to set up, right?
Yeah.
Well, I know Will's got a tent.
I got a tent.
We'll always make room.
Yeah, it's not like I don't have a tent, so it's all good.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I only think I'm going to go to Bad Apples. That's the only one I can really think that I am going to go to this year. What fly-ins are you guys planning on going to?
I'm planning on going to Bad Apples and Pace and Moonshiners. They weren't going to do it, and I guess they're going to do it now, but it's going to be
It's somewhere else, isn't it?
I'm not so sure. I don't know, but
How about
I wanna
Pilot Mountain?
say-
They doing that?
huh?
Are they doing Pilot Mountain again, Will? I wanted to hit that one this year.
Pilot Mountain flying?
Yeah. There was a fly-in there. It was, man, I think it was sometime around Moonshiners. It was right after it.
Are you sure you're not thinking about Hillbillies?
I could be. No,
Oh,
Hillbillies
that's
was
in
up north.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know about that. I do remember there was like a get together or something up there.
Okay. It might
Oh,
not have been
Pilot
fly-in.
Mountain. No. Oh, yeah, that was just a small little get together. I know what you're talking about. I was there. I should.
I drove by that on one of my last trips, man. I said, that's Pilot Mountain. I definitely want to fly there. That looked awesome.
Yeah, it's a great place to fly. Now, Pilot Mountain is neat because you can camp right there and you launch right there. It's just an ideal situation. So, I mean, those are the ones that I'm definitely going to hit. I'll probably hit one down in Florida somewhere, kind of hoping that Swanee is still going on.
Well, you can drive all the way down to southern Florida in a couple of weeks.
Okeechobee. No, that's the
Okeechobee.
county I was born in.
Don't want to go back, huh?
It's just too far. I mean, it's just freaking too far. That's what made Swanee, the first Swanee, so neat, is that it was North Florida and it was still cold. You know, I mean, in North Carolina, it was still kind of cold to fly. But I don't think they're going to do that again this year because Swanee's in, is it normally in, do you know when Swanee normally? You know what I'm talking about? They had the first Swanee that was that was in place of another fly-in.
Yeah, Swanee is normally in the fall, around in the November timeframe.
Okay.
They had the one in the spring because Palm Bay got canceled because of COVID. So they did the Swanee Palm Bay fly-in, and that was I don't know. I want to say that was somewhere around March. I have to go back and look at some video and see.
Yeah, we plan on making Bad Apples. And as far as Moonshiners, I saw that Cody said that he's not going to be doing Moonshiners himself, but Dave, which is the airport manager, would like it to continue. So he will be putting it on, and he's asking anybody that would like to volunteer their help would be appreciative. He would be appreciative of that. So if anybody does want to volunteer themselves to help out there in Tennessee, that would definitely help him out. But Cody said it just got too big for him being comfortable doing it, I guess. So, which I could totally understand. It gets to a point where it's no fun anymore, you know, if it's just a job. But we're planning on getting Bad Apples doing that one, and then we're going to try to pick some other ones. One of our trips that we're going to be making, we're going down to Utah, and we're going to fly over in Moab. So if anybody wants to, and we're doing that right when school gets out. So if anybody wants to go over there and meet up with us, need a place to stay, they can stay in the fifth wheel.
What time frame are you talking about, Eric?
When school gets out. So I think that's
May?
like June and beginning of June-ish. So we would like to do that. Wendy Weaver invited us to go over to where she does her balloon fest.
Jersey, near Jersey Shore, Pennsylvania.
Yep. And we would like to maybe possibly go up there and see that. So a lot of things that we would like to do. And we have to do this all between Jade's, when she gets done with school and then when she starts school. We got to get as many fly-ins as possible. And I know Bad Apples, she's going to have to take time off for that, which they don't like giving time off. They figure you have all summer long, but too bad.
Too bad. Too bad. It's Bad Apples.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't understand.
They don't get it.
So
Moonshiners was where we all are going to have our first reunion. Remember? That's where I got to meet Sean for the first time. We were all going to meet at a fly-in for the first time. Been doing the show for a while. And then we all had a good time at Bad Apples.
Those Moonshiners, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Oh,
was when
Dave Purdon's. How about that one?
I was young. I liked Purdon's.
If it's not going to rain, I'm going to go to Dave Purdon's. Absolutely.
It seems like
Yeah, I
a
wanna
lot
go-
of people go to Purdon's. And the weather generally seems to be good, and you don't have to worry about. I know a lot of people had a trouble with the bowl of moonshiners being down in the slope underneath the shadow of the mountains and everything.
Yeah,
So,
that was. Yeah. Hey, maybe every year we can try a new place to go instead of just moonshiners every year. What do you think, Brian? Or do we need to continue the tradition, or go hit different ones?
I think we need to go to as many fly-ins as possible. Just
Right.
hands down.
for us, it's definitely Bad Apples. We had so much
Yeah.
fun there. We enjoyed that. And then I agree with you. We're just going to hit as many as we can, find some good ones and do what we can. I like meeting all the people, you know, that's half the flying. That's 90% of the flying. I can fly at home in
Yeah.
13-degree weather. I don't need to be there to fly. So I have fun just meeting everybody.
Me too. I love that the best. I'm looking through the chat. A lot of people out there. Hot Butter Production. Nick Griffith still yapping away. Will Fly. Bill H. I think I even seen ParamotorGirl.com.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's sitting back here.
Hot Butter Production. He mentions Endless Foot Drag, EFD. Yeah, I think I can do some sort of tour that goes definitely Jersey Shore, the Balloon Fest in September. You got Dave Purdon's. It's on the Ohio border there. And then you've got Endless Foot Drag, which is in Kansas. And I think they're all pretty close to each other. So that might be my summer trip next year or this year.
Yeah, and Ben said that we're all welcome in North Carolina. I was told that about Florida too, Ben.
We got to take a vote on that, Ben.
What's that?
Hey.
Whether or not they're all welcome in North Carolina?
Yeah, so maybe one of our trips out there, we could stop by Ben's place, fly out there with him. That would be nice. His videos, show a beautiful area to fly.
It is.
So
Absolutely.
Walter's in the chat now.
What's up, Walter from down under, upside down in the future?
well, Walter said he was looking for Shane's show, and that's tomorrow because it's Tuesday in Australia. Come on, Walter.
That is
I
so
wonder
funny.
he was like lost. Like, where am I? What? Where's the show? Hey, I guess you guys see on Facebook, Doug Martin did his first tandem today.
Oh,
sweet.
awesome.
I know. I was like, wow, I didn't even know he was going to do that. So I forgot where he's flying right now because he's been kind of like on a little road trip. I don't know if he's
Linda, I think he'd be a good
wherever he
candidate to
is,
get back
it's
on the
warm. Maybe Florida. I'll look it up. I can't keep track because he keeps moving. And every time I watch it, he's somewhere else. I'm like, where are you? So, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Hey, Sean, have you, what have you looked into printing on that printer of yours?
Literally, I just got it, just set it all up and started a vase to print about 2 hours before the show started. So,
Okay.
I had like a few minutes to look at it. Found a G code for a vase of some sort and tried it out.
Oh, good deal. There you go.
So as far as 3D printing stuff, what are some of the things that we can 3D print for the paramotor community?
Well, I can show you what I have printed here. Hold on.
I would love to see all the cool stuff you got going on.
All right. So these are some of the things. This right here is a mirror holder, and it zip ties to the back of the mirror. And you just put your zip ties through the holes, and then this is where your cable goes. So flat surface for the mirror. Because as cheap as I am, I do not like buying these, so I can 3D print them. And everybody knows what that is. That's a curved one. So, because those get expensive. Here's my whistle, and it says JP on it. And it works.
Is that a rape whistle or
It's a JP whistle.
yeah?
I'm not going there. Anyways, here is a GoPro wrench. This one's Will's. I just haven't gotten him out to him.
Who you calling a
Oh,
wrench?
That's cool. That
Yeah.
and useful.
These
Nice.
are. I use mine. I have one. I use it. Hey, these are cool. So there's the back end of it, and here is the front end of it.
Oh,
For your
And
carb?
it's the carburetor screwdriver because nobody has a screwdriver that's that small.
Mhm.
oh, very
So-
cool.
That's to adjust your idle screws.
And because it's so wide, it gives you a fine adjustment, so you can just get it just a teeny tiny a minute
Yes,
If you
a
will.
minute.
instead
This
of
is a GoPro
Yep.
mount for your shoe.
nice.
Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Hey, about that, how sturdy are those, or how would that compare, say, to the quality? I mean, would you really trust your camera in that?
Yeah, so actually I have, I take that back. I don't. I haven't tried it out yet. Can I borrow your camera?
I tried one and I did rip one, but you can just make a little tether to your camera. I wouldn't do it without a tether anyways, no matter how strong it was. Just tether it to your shoelace.
Yeah, I don't know how, I don't know. I haven't tried it. This right here. So everybody has the Trail Tech. What are those called?
Tachometer,
Yeah,
hour
the
meter.
tack and the hour meter. Well, this is the plate that'll hold that.
Nice.
And that can be put anywhere, and then that's the back.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
let's see what else. Oh, for trike guys, I have the line mounts. And what I did is I integrated these circles in them. So you can put in, and there's holes if you look.
Strobe.
closely.
Reflectors.
These are where the
Nice.
lights go. And they mount right in there. The
Oh.
wires run through the hole and then down. So small size and
Hey,
big size.
Eric. So, okay. Since we're talking about the Apple ecosystem, and since we're talking about 3D printing,
Yes.
I need somewhere to hide an AirTag. Are you on the AirTag wagon yet?
Well, since you had that one and I lost my keys because I didn't remember where I put them, I am on that. So all you got to do is tell me what you need and we'll design it and print it. But I also did more hangers if you were going to do lights on both sides. So it would end up looking like that for your line guide.
More
That way you
visibility.
can see them forward and back instead of just out the sides. What else do I got? Oh, these are my strobe. They're the strobe. These are my strobe holders for spars. So this, well, here, let me get the right color. This one's the, you can't even see that. I'm a hot mess here. Okay, so because it's black, you can't, it's hard to see. Here's the top part. You put your strobe there. The wires run through that little oval right, let's see, there. And then this is the bottom piece and it pinches in the strobe or in the spar. So this can go on any spar, but all I need to do is know the measurements of your spar. And then I do it a 0.5 millimeter smaller.
Nice. Are you modeling these yourself?
I am, so stuff like this, I am taking something that I found and I'm adjusting it to what I need. Same with this. And then I've done little tags like this and you can insert whatever you want. It's a key tag you can, remove before flight or whatever. But I don't, just a lot of these things are just things that I'll find online and either adjust for what I use them for. Here's the or the wrench without the screwdriver in it. I mean, the screwdriver just slides inside. So, but yeah. And DP says I have too much idle time. Yep. And loving it. So, I mean, those are the things that I've been printing. I've done a few other things. I'm because of the snow now, we're ordering skis and then I have to, instead of using aluminum, I'm going to 3D print my mounts and then mount those to the skis. And then my axles will go through those mounts and hopefully they work, because if they don't, landing's going to suck, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Yeah. So I just got a bunch of junk that I'm printing and then just see how it works.
That's pretty cool. I got a little thing I'll show with y'all here. Let's see, turn my virtual background off. So a friend of mine gave me this, and what it is it's a spark plug holder, and it's been 3D printed. It's got little emblems on the end, Aviator and Risky Biscuits logo on there. But you take it out and you can carry this with you, and you hold your spare spark plug and take with you. Now, I recommend a modification to the design. This is cool because you can carry a spark plug without worrying about damaging it. But if you can modify the inside where it has a hex hole, that you can actually use it as a wrench to take your old plug out with too, then you really got something useful. But anyway, it was a cool little gift a friend gave me. And of course, it's got the Aviator and Risky Biscuits logo on there too. So pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool.
Another thing that Todd Falstad, he gave me one is, and it was 3D printed. It was a way of marking where your carburetor setting was before you adjusted it. And I remember how it worked. Huh?
How does that work?
Yeah, I don't know. It was either that or it was a way that you could actually adjust 2 minutes based on where it was. I can't remember, and I'm going to just tell you, but I know it was 3D printed and it made the actual adjusting of the carburetor easy. It wasn't just a matter of turning it. It was, if you wanted like just a nudge, you could do just a nudge from where it was, and you could go back to it somehow. So
that's nice. I'm always worried about, Like
Too
my
much.
my settings are good. You know, they could probably be better. Yeah, I'm afraid of taking them in the wrong direction, and like you said, losing.
Yeah.
That.
The other thing I wanted to show you, this Eric, these mirrors here, I got because I was trying to come up with a system where I can continually, you know, have a mirror on me at all times where I could just quickly check either the GoPro, which is what I'm usually checking to make sure it's recording, or my fuel. But I got, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can. There's like 50 of these mirrors for like $12.
Oh, there you go.
And that's what gave me the idea when you were showing that 3D printed mirror.
So we'll get me the dimension across, and then I can adjust, and then I can send you 50 mirror mounts, and you can have them all up and down the cable.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, and then what you do is you get one of those lighter leashes from the gas station for like $1, and you've got a retractable mirror that you
Yeah.
can clip to your harness right there.
And that's what
Boom.
I use. See, 3D printing, it's funny you said that, JP, because I also got one of those little, it was more like a makeup mirror, but it's all I could find that would actually latch just so that I could latch a lanyard to or whatever. It
Mhm.
broke. So 3D printing is just like, it's perfect for paramotoring. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys have spent hours at a Lowe's trying to come up and conjure a particular, I mean, everything is just so unique to paramotoring sometimes. And then you throw your personal preferences into it. It's hard to come up with that perfect thing. So 3D printing, I mean, I can see how that it just perfect for what we do. I'll send that to you, Eric.
Well, just give me that
You got-
measurement.
Oh,
But you got
Yeah.
you got 50 mirrors though, Will. I'm thinking you could turn yourself into a disco ball, like a flying.
I didn't
Speaking
need
of
disco
50
ball.
mirrors, but I mean, I'm thinking, hey, freaking $12 for 50 of them. That's
Speaking of that, I have this theory. Speaking of the recent collision of mounting disco balls, little baby disco balls, maybe on your propeller hub, and maybe on, I don't know, somewhere where it's not in the way. That way, because flying midday, strobes aren't going to do much. But if you have a reflective surface, you know, where the sun can, and it hits that, and you've got little, bloop, 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 and, just a theory I
Prisms.
had got.
With prisms all around.
Yes, to reflect.
You just see a
draw
big
attention to
a big
yourself.
rainbow will be flying behind you.
Yeah, so I'm gonna mount a prop hub disco ball. I'm gonna patent that idea.
I would
So-
Well,
encourage.
that's
you
what I
to
was
do
thinking. If anybody's going to be flying with Will and the sun is out, we're all going to be blind.
that.
So
Hey, I mean, you don't realize how important a mirror is until you don't have one.
Yeah.
Well,
Do
I
you
got
have?
I got a mirror, that extends like this that I got from it was like a gift for looking at things underneath the engine or something like that. You can find it over at
Don't
Harbor
say
Freight.
AutoZone. Don't say
Harbor
AutoZone.
Harbor Freight.
Okay.
I like Harbor Freight. I don't know about AutoZone, but
Oh, I thought you were gonna say,
but it seemed to work. I mean, open it up, check the gas, close it back up, put it back in my grandpa pouch.
Mm-hmm.
well,
I
mine
use
actually
a nice.
hangs on my pouch. I mean, it's always there. So all I got to do is grab it and then let it go, and boom. It's
I've
one
got
less thing.
a double-sided angled blind spot mirror just right on my throttle. That way, it's always in my hand, and I can just bloop it out, look behind me, check my tank, check my GoPro, check whatever.
So how's
It's,
that attached?
It's double-sided. It's double-sided tape just straight to the throttle.
Okay.
There's
That's-
space
that's
under the
cool.
lever.
I
By
mean,
blindside mirror, you mean it's a convex mirror?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go buy them at Napa Auto Parts for like
Actually,
$1.
you can.
And, or
Actually,
$2.
they're about $20. I can get them for you. With
You sure, man?
Great.
Because I'm pretty sure I went to the store the other day and they were a little cheaper than that. Just saying.
you're not worried that
They're-
that's going to come off?
Nah, dude, I've had it there for years. It's made for being affixed to your outside mirror on your vehicle and to, hold up through weather and
Yep.
snow and all that stuff. It's not going anywhere as long as you don't apply it to a dirty surface.
my mirror actually has a plastic backing that has a couple slots in it. That not only I have the double-sided tape, but I'm able to reinforce that with a zip tie to help hold it
nice.
on. Yeah, but yeah, it's just right there, just like JP's. It's right there on my throttle, and all I gotta do is stick my hand around to the side, look at my tank, and with my particular with the Parajet 10-liter tank, it's pretty easy to read the increment marks. Some of the other Paramotor tanks that are shorter and fatter, it's a little harder, less effective, but no, it works great.
Has anybody ever
simple.
put those mirrors on their frame itself? So you just look at the mirror, or is there too much vibration on the frame?
I think that would be an issue. I've seen those. I think they sell them on eBay. Actually, they've got a mount to mount to like a round sort of hoop section. But I get nervous about snag hazards and, like you said, vibrations. It's stuff tends to jiggle loose, especially being that far out. I don't know. It could work though.
Yeah, I mean, it's specifically for fuel, but I mean, I like to be able to see if my GoPro's recording.
Right.
Well, I checked my GoPro. I can barely see the little red LED flashing on my GoPro using that same mirror that I check my fuel with, but it's not real good. I mean, I know a lot of people that used to get their cell phone out. They'll just take a selfie of their camera with their cell phone and then look at the picture on it.
Is your mirror a convex mirror, Brian?
Yes, it is.
I think that hurts the visibility. It makes you able to see a wider angle, but it makes everything smaller. So, yeah.
But that's
well, maybe I need to.
Right?
Yeah.
What's that?
Isn't that what JP uses?
Yeah. I'm just making an observation. I wish they made them in that size and type, because it's kind of at an angle too that is just right. But I think it would be a little bit better if it wasn't a convex. It would be easier to see everything.
Yeah, unfortunately, I just turned 44 and my eyes are starting to go bad. So it don't matter what kind of mirror I use. I have to still squint. I was like, what does that say?
Me too, Brian. I'm getting there, and it's depressing. And other people are starting to notice.
Listen to you guys. Oh my God. Just stop.
44, you young.
I'm 44. I'm getting so old. Oh my God.
I mean, it just seems like at 50 years old, everything was great up to 49, 50. It was like, oh, I can't see, Hey, why is there hair growing out of my ears and nose now? I mean, why did all of a sudden I have gray hair? It's like, I mean, just like boom, 49 to 50, boom.
Oh, just wait. Yeah.
I don't want to wait. I don't want.
And you can't see. Yeah, it's great.
John Wayne. I know John's laughing. John says, just wait 20 more years, youngsters. And
that's right.
I can see him laughing right now.
He knows.
Oh,
hey, Walter wants to know if you can make lamels, Eric. Or he called them like torque dampers or something.
What is he looking for?
Like
lamels, I think, to offset
plastic lamels.
I guess I haven't really. Oh, I see where he says that. I would have to look at one and see. Basically, if you can draw it on paper, you can draw it in the CAD program.
And what program did you say that you use?
So a super easy one. Let me look here.
Okay.
I literally took a whole semester of college to learn how to do this 3D CAD software stuff. I was good at it, but now they got programs, man, they're so much more user friendly. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I use a program called Tinkercad.
Tinkercad.
Tinkercad. Here, let me bring this up and I'll show you.
Okay. Because I got the Snap Maker and it comes with its own little program.
Yeah. So a lot of them do.
Snap Maker Lubin.
Let me see if I'm going to try to do this. I really suck at it. But I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Let's see. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so this is basically all it is. And then you just bring in a square, and then you adjust the square, and then you can bring in a cylinder, and you put the cylinder right there, and then you make the cylinder a hole. We're going to go to a top view. We're going to put that right there. Now let me just look at something here. Yep. And then we're going to combine this all together. And now we have a cylinder or a box with a hole in it. I mean, it's just, that was really fast, and there is some learning that you got to do, but now I can take that and I can export it. And so if I export that, I go to there, and I'm just going real quick here. And then I will take it from here and I'll put it on there. And then we'll just exit out of this. And then what I do, hold on. Are you guys still with me here?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was my hole. So I'll click on that. And this goes into my Prusa slicer. Now you need a slicer software. There's my hole or my square with a hole in it.
I don't see anything anymore.
Oh, wait. Okay. Hold on. Let me. Dang it. That's why I suck at this. Okay. Let me get out of that. I am going to. Am I even sharing my screen anymore?
No, you're not.
Okay. So let me go back to this, and it's not there. All right. Hold on. Well, anyways, I'll talk while I'm doing this. So you need a slicer program, and the slicer program will take the object that you printed and put that into what's called a G code. And the G code will do, that will actually, I can't seem to, wonder why that's not coming up. The G code is what the printer reads. And when you do that slice on it, I'm kind of wishing I could do this here and you guys could see it. Let me try this. Okay, can you see that?
I can see your desktop.
Okay. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is my slicer program. So there's my square with the hole in it. And then when I go to push down here, I'll push slice and give it a second. There is so it would take 2 hours and 47 minutes for this to print out. And I can go up to here and I can slowly cut down. Now you can see every pass of that printer, so that's how it prints it, and you do everything right here. So, I mean, I know that was very quick, but so this is my slicer program from Prusa, which is the machine that I have. And I know that everybody's is they have their own, but they're all the same. So, but yeah, that's, in a very quick thing. That's how it all works.
That was interesting.
So
very interesting. And how long have you been playing around with 3D printing?
About a month.
Wow, you've done a lot in a month.
I got it a month and a half ago, maybe, and just been screwing around with it, and it, as I said, there is a learning curve, but it's not a scary or a hard learning curve. And it's nowhere near as difficult as it was 10 years ago working with a CAD program. I know back 10 years ago, CAD programs, nobody wanted to touch them. And unless you had 4 years of training with it. But now as I said, I can do it and it's fairly easy. So, and it's a lot of fun because you're building something. It's like you can make a Lego. If you wanted to build Legos, you could build these right on here. Of course, it'll take forever, but you could, and then you could put them all together. So
Just the fact that anything you think of, like you said, if you can draw it on paper, then you can pretty much print it out within a physical size constraint. Otherwise, you have to print it in pieces and put it together.
yes.
But before that, if you wanted to make something, you had to go find a piece of metal and get a mill machine or a lathe and chop it down to size and do some welding or whatever it took. But now you can just print it. I mean, you can print a ball within a ball within a ball within a ball, and it can be functional. And you just can't hardly machine something like that by hand. It's crazy.
Yes. So I was looking on One Wheels. Okay, so here's another one. Write this down. It's called Thingiverse. Yeah, they use it in some of the schools also, but it's THINGIVERS, I do believe. Okay. Anyways, there's a bunch of G codes already pre-done on there, and that is where I get my G code, my program for my chase cams. So, and a lot of those things you can take and you can alter them to fit different cameras, or you can alter them to put in like those GoPro wrenches. I put the names in there. I did that. Super easy to do. It's just that you just work with things, and it's fun.
Wow, I just went there. Thank you very much for that. Definitely going to save this and star this and add the bookmark. That's cool. That is really cool. What other places do you know of that it's a good place to go to find these G codes?
So there was, Nick said something in here, and teachers can do this. Something 360. I'm just kind of going back in the chat. Nick, if you're still on here, what was it that you told Jade she should sign up for? What was it, Jade? Fusion 360. Now, I don't know I don't know exactly if you need to have a teacher's code to get into that or not, but yeah, so I mean, but that Thingiverse, you'll find everything on Thingiverse. That's going to be your biggest one. And then from there, you can take anything you see and alter it if you have to. Nick Griffith says he has a glow-in-the-dark filament. That's pretty cool.
Sky's the limit. I mean, I guess it's just your imagination. That
SR Tech said downloading a prepared G code is bad. It can be malicious. So you'd have to go to things like Thingiverse or a website that's actually monitored or checked or what? I mean, how do you know which ones to buy and which ones could be malicious? Does anybody know that? Is my internet okay?
What do you say?
Yeah, you're all right. I have no idea, man. I mean, if you have antivirus protection software on your computer, you could probably scan it beforehand. But anytime you download stuff like that, you don't trust the source.
Right. Yeah, he just said there's been bad G codes going around. Yeah, I have not experienced that yet. I'm sure if that is true, which I'm not saying it's not. Yeah, that's a possibility that I could be getting some viruses, but.
Wow.
So do you buy all of them, or are there any that are free that you can,
These are all free. These are all free.
Wow. I just found the flux capacitor. I want to put that on my paramotor.
You're never going to hit 88, man.
Maybe it needs to be 8.8 miles per hour. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. That's really cool. You can even print out your own Crocs. Wow.
Yeah, you can print out tools, you can print out anything.
Ooh, I see an airplane. Oh, and also saw someone that 3D printed an RC paramotor.
Yep. Somebody going to
Yeah,
3D print a real full-size person paramotor?
I don't know, but somebody printed out a full-size bicycle.
I think
Oh,
I heard
here,
they
let me,
3D printed houses, so it's got to be possible. In modules and put it together.
Yeah, yeah.
They're doing that with giant 3D printers, and they print with concrete. So here is an airplane that I printed. I have to put it together. It's a biplane, and
That's neat.
that part goes there. You got to glue it together. It's been sitting on the counter for 2 weeks. I don't have any super.
So, can you show it again?
Oh yeah.
I put you on spotlight so we can see now.
Oh, here's the bottom wing. I got to glue the top wing, and then there's a bunch of little bars that go down, and it'll probably fly like a rock. But
Is it to fly, or is it just a little model to put on your shelf?
that thing better fly, or it's going to fly into the garbage. I mean, come on.
I know what you need to print. Hey, can you print us out some blue wrenches?
Exactly. Some blue GoPro wrenches on one side, 10 millimeter on the other.
Hey, I like it.
We really need 10 millimeter on one side and 13 on the other.
There you go.
JNES says Fusion 360, when asked is in the form, type or check for hobby for a free license.
Okay. Okay.
Is that for the number 4 or FOUR?
No, check. When you're asked, either check the box that it's for hobby
Oh, okay.
or whatever. And then it'll give you a free license.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never checked that out, and I'm really intrigued now. I want to look at that.
So if my internet gets really bad, I'm downloading something. Fusion 360.
DP in the chat dropping $5. Appreciate you, DP.
DP, thank you very, very much. Matter of fact, all the people that are members, since I got this 3D printer, I'll be printing up some fun 3D printing stuff for you guys. Anybody that's donated in the super chat, I got your name and number. I'll send you out some fun things too. By the way, everybody that won something from the show, did you get it? If you did not get it, please email me at ppggrandpa@gmail.com. Let me know that you won something but never received it. We'll make sure that
I never got that factory R that I won.
Yeah,
Moster that I won. Remember that, guys?
Yeah,
Oh,
I do. I remember that. He's 3D printing it right now.
yeah, it'll be a moment.
Hopefully we can get that aluminum 3D printer to print that one for you at least.
Yeah.
That SR Tech, he did say that the virus could damage the 3D printer. It could fry your bed or the hot ends. So that would be bad.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good. So,
somebody's always got to ruin it for somebody.
Oh yeah, to explain, the hot end is the nozzle where the plastic extrudes through, and the bed is what you're actually printing on. And some of these 3D printers have a heated bed, the plate that it prints on, that makes it stick better. But so that's what that means, and that would really suck if that went bad. But yeah.
Butter Steve, my bad, man.
What? What did I miss?
No, he's joking in the chat. Said I never won that date with Brian Waller. He is a dude, right? Because I'm into chicks.
I think the videos that I've seen, he can be whatever you want. And also, I think you were printing up that date on that sand printer you were making there. Sandbagging them way back when.
Oh my
man.
Did that 3D printer back there, did it actually, could you pick that up out of the sand, or was it just, would it crumble? I mean, what physical item could you have taken out of that?
No, man, it was just black ink on sand, so it was no bond going on. But yeah, that's funny.
Hey, what are you laughing about? Come on, you gotta share. Come on.
He's a dirty old man. That's what he is.
I was wondering. It has to have something to do with hot butter. Yeah. Have to. It's a given.
Hey, is anyone picked up their lottery ticket?
Why is that? What is it up to?
Did you get me one?
$500 and something million.
Chump change.
What?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, if I win Hot Buttered Steve, I will buy you that date with Brian. Promise.
That lottery is not going to be enough money, man. I don't think. I'm afraid.
Woo! Tell you what.
That's an
Oh my
expensive
God.
date.
Wow.
Steve, you gotta do the group shot.
Yeah, let's do that. I gotta head out.
Go. For sure, though, man, he sounds like somebody that I would like to meet at a fly-in. I think that we would have a good time hanging around a fire and drinking a beer. A lot of these people I'm looking forward to meet. Walter in person, Bill H, and just Slow Days. A lot of people, man.
Yep. That's my pair of
All right, everybody look up. Ready? Uno, dos, tres. Uh-oh. Perfect. Everybody did a good job standing still on that one. Sometimes they come out kind of blurry. It's like an old cell phone picture. If you're not absolutely still, it comes out like all like psychedelic.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Well, that was very fun just talking about paramotors and whatever popped up, and we chatted for an hour and a half so far. Any questions in the chat? Any questions on the panel? I got some questions for Eric, but I'll give you a call later on and talk about 3D printing.
Absolutely, anytime.
Sounds awesome.
I'm not going to be doing anything for the next few days besides sitting here bored, so
I might be calling you and asking questions about this 3D printing since you got a month on me.
yeah, but it's a pretty quick learning curve, so it's fun.
That's cool. I can't wait to print some cool stuff.
Last guy to talk to then.
Yeah.
There's your hookup right there. MrPBGLear.com.
Yes.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's figure out what we got going on this week. We got today, PPG Grandpa's Paramotor Podcast, ClearPropTV.com and Paratalk.org every Monday night at 7 o'clock. On Tuesday nights, tomorrow we got Shane at PPGShane.com. Otherwise, for the next 3 weeks, we have PPG Lear, Lear. And since Eric is here, go ahead and tell us a little bit about your show and what you guys do.
Yep, ppglear.com with Tuesday night hangouts on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th Tuesday of the month. And we're kind of gearing our show towards something that anybody can learn something off of our show. This week, we're rebuilding the top end of a Moster 185. We got started on it down in Florida, and we had a problem getting parts. Wasn't really the parts that were the problem. It was we had them shipped to a different state. We don't want to discuss that, but we got the parts, and we're going to be putting it together tomorrow and explain the steps, what parts you need at what hours, and why we do what we're doing, during these steps. So it'll be good. I know there's no videos out there on anybody with over 150 hours on their paramotor that we have found. So this might help somebody out. And that'll be on ppgshane.com tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Eastern,
Eastern. Yes.
7 p.m. Central.
Yes.
All right, good deal. And since you're here, tell us about what's going on Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, we have paramotorgirl.com, and she has a girl that is from Utah this week. It'll be a good show. Let's see, she's fighting a little bit of the COVID, so but she'll still be on. And I know that somebody won a shirt last week. She's not going to make it until she's all cured with COVID, because we don't want to send this, whoever won it, to a different state and not be allowed to go back to that state either. So it'll be, give us a couple weeks and then we'll get that off to you. And Bill H, he actually won my last 3D printed chase cam. Yeah, you may want to put a fire extinguisher to that and rubbing alcohol or whatever you got to do to throw it in the garage for a month so anything dies. I didn't lick it. It's in a bag. I'm just saying. Sorry, I don't want to be kicked out of Texas either. Jeez. I'll have to stay in Wisconsin.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you, buddy. Will, you're going to have to head on out pretty soon. So, I mean, we're all heading out, but you, I think, felt the worst. So go ahead and sign off. Tell us about your shenanigans and how to get up with you, bud.
All right, on. Had a good time tonight. Thanks for hanging with me. Yeah, so I like flying paramotors and making videos about them. So you can check my channel out at youtube.com/willfly or willflyppg.com.
Awesome. I do have a question. Anybody in the chat, do you guys watch Will's videos like on a constant? And I know I kind of do too, and it seems like everybody else does. But just let us know who subscribed and hit that bell notification.
There you go.
All right. We also got Brian Waller. Brian Haybell Waller.
Hey, that's what you need to 3D print me, as a hay bale. Just a little mini one. I could put it on my keychain or something like that. You know, it could be my gremlin that hangs from my trike.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Made of solid gold would be preferable. But you know, plastics acceptable.
Solid gold. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, we can do that for you. Absolutely, we can do that for you.
I'm just kidding, man. Man, it's great to be here with y'all as usual. And now that the hours have changed, this time of year, it's a good time for doing these shows. Summertime, it starts to get daylight till 7 p.m. I kind of be thinking about flying a little bit sometimes, but man, it's good to hang out with y'all here on this show for sure. I enjoy talking about things. Sometimes we stray. We talk about 3D printers, things that are not always related to paramotors, but we have a good time no matter what, for sure. Good folks, man.
Absolutely. And you know, we are talking about things that we can 3D print for the paramotor community. I think that's really awesome. Half the stuff that Eric showed, I didn't even think about, but you know, he's printing up and sending out. That's really awesome. I
put in the chat, if anybody wants that stuff, just, you know, reach out, let me know what you're interested in. If I need measurements, I can get them and then I can make them. If you pay for material and shipping, I don't mind printing them out. So, you know, just get in touch with me. Y'all can get in touch with me somehow.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. Let's see. We also have JP Tulo. JP Tulo, tell us a bit about your TikTok, man, and how many millions we got going on in there. I know that you said they kind of slowed down a little bit, but you know, you are the master. You are the TikTok Tulo.
Yeah. I've leveled out a little bit at around 6,000 followers at the moment. Got a couple big hits though. That's kind of how the platform works though. Is that they suck you in with a couple of successful videos and then you just keep doing it, which is where I'm at right now. I don't know. It's fun though. We have fun with it. We make little clips, you know, put some music in and some goofy effects. And then it's always nice to go back to that, you know, months down the road, years down the road and look at how we were flying and how you know, what we were doing. It's just like, you know, family vacation pictures or something like that, but with videos and flying. So yeah, You can look me up at jptulo.com, or I'm on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and the Facebook. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, definitely thank you for being here on the third year of.
Always a pleasure.
I mean, amazing. I can't believe we're on the third year. We also got ParamontUSA.com, Arlen Anderson.
Hey, I had to mute myself. Oh, I had fun tonight.
I did too.
I had no idea like what the 3D printers and all that stuff what it can do. But I'm gonna I'm gonna start like researching it so I kind of learn it. And then when you guys are on the show and you're talking about what you're doing now, because this is gonna be a big thing. Yeah, I want to be like, oh, I know what that is. So that's really cool. Yeah, so Thursday night is paraglidingtalk.com with the awesomest host, Robert Michaels. So join us. We always have a really good time, always good info. You never know what guest is going to pop in on the show. I never know to the last minute and everything. So speaking of guests, next Monday, the 10th, we got Jack Burton and his sidekick, Adam Dowling, are going to be on the show. Going to be our guest, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. And yeah, so far so good. Everybody, as long as everybody stays healthy, he'll be on the show on next Monday. So you guys all tune in. It's going to be a good one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for joining us today, the first day of season 3. Episode 103. It's amazing. I really appreciate everyone that is here on the panel, everybody that joins us every week in the super chat. It's really nice to see and hear family every Monday night, every Tuesday night, every Wednesday night, every Thursday night. It's really awesome. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's the community, the paramotor, the paragliding community. We're all in love of getting up in the air. And to a brand new year, 2022. I hope everyone has a great year, the best year ever, and this COVID thing goes away really, really quick.
Yeah.
All right, everybody on the panel, stay here for a second because we're going to chat for just a second after I log off. But thank you very much. You guys have a wonderful day, and peace out. We'll see you tomorrow at ppgskin.com.
Much love.
Bye, guys.
Okay, so that's